Hey guys, this is Horizon, and I recently reached 50 subscribers. So for the 50 subscriber special, I'm gonna show you all a village I have been working on. A village I've been remodeling, a village that I use mostly Resile's designs, but I've updated them quite a bit. Most of them, a lot of them are just color changes, but many of them are my own design also. So, without further ado, let's get into this. Excuse me. Now this path goes out into the desert a little bit, so I actually integrated some desert path in here. Now I do know that the end stone clashes with the sandstone and the sand, but the trick you can do with upside down sandstone stairs doesn't work on the Xbox for some reason, so I have to use this until they add that in. And this path is a mixture of cobblestone, gravel, and a densite. Yeah, that is a densite. Anyways, we have a little gate here that has pistons on it, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. And we got like this sort of creeper face pattern in the wall with fences on it, and it goes all the way around the village, all the way above that port over there. Now, let's walk right on in. Now, let me come up here and show you how to... I didn't want to make it too complicated, so I just made a simple portcullis gate that it pushes down like that and you can't get in. Now, the elytra trick is really annoying, so don't, try to do that. It's, really hard to try and do that with the elytra, where you, I almost did it there, where you can, crawl through one block gaps by gliding into the ground. But anyways, enough about that. And, yeah, I just want to keep that nice and simple. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this little hut here. It has, spruce wood on the outside. Mostly I added spruce wood as a block, which was not in Resile's design. He mostly just used the oak. I added spruce, mostly. And, let's see. Behind this door, we got, the interior is pretty much the same, except, as you all know, I hate using pressure plates for tables, so I used a brown carpet as an alternative, plus I think it looks better. And out here on back, I added a potato garden here, because, the farmer's got to live somewhere, right? And I added these lamps, but I don't remember if he had buttons on the side of the log. I didn't use them. And I added stone brick in a lot of places also. Like, the bottom of these pillars here, for supports, I put stone brick stairs instead of cobblestone. And in the library, we have a, desk for the librarian. We got some places to climb up and read books, and that's about it for that. I have a little community garden here with a few flowers, supposed to look kind of pretty. Now, this is something he didn't add in his village. The designer for these market stands shouldn't have added villagers, and I actually armored all these villagers, so it's going to be hard to kill them. You can't see armor on a villager unless it's like a mob head, so you can't tell if they're armored, but trust me, they are. I put enchanted diamond armor on every single one of them. This is a fisherman's stand. This is a melon stand. I have a cart back here for that, holding melons. Got a little cake stand. Got a blacksmith stand. And we got a forester stand with some logs tied down back there. Or lumberjack stand, lumberjack. So now, let's check out this house. This is the common person's house. I added, another thing I changed on, that hut over there was, instead of making the floor oak, I made it cobblestone to match the foundations rather than the dirt that was originally being used. Anyways, we still have the table and chair here, but I added a furnace, and that cobblestone wall goes up there and out into a chimney. And up here it's pretty much the same, except I put a clock in an item frame right there. And I added a basement, but the basement's really simple. It's just a crafting and storing area, really, because, there is no crafting table in this house, so I added a few down there. Over here's the butcher shop, and we have, the little countertop with some redstone on it to look like blood. Got some nether quartz to make it look like a bunch of meat. And out here we have the animals. We got a whole bunch of animals out here. We got 2 pigs, 2 sheep, and 2 cows. We got a big pile of hay right here. We got a little trough, I guess you'd say. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Anyways, now, this tree here was courtesy of my friend Dylan. It was his idea. So, good luck. So, thank you for that, Dylan. This is he called it the large house, but I call it the inn because of the way I designed it. Now, Now, he's had the bed down here originally, but I changed it because I wanted the bed to be upstairs, which is why the roof's a bit shorter. It's got a crafting table, a furnace, same table and chairs, 2 double chests down here, 2 double chests up here, and like the same clock setup with the 2 beds and the nightstand, and it's just mirrored on the other one. And we have a little bench out here. Now, this hut does not have a garden behind it because the innkeeper has to sleep somewhere. The guy who runs that place and takes care of it, he lives here. Over here is just a wheat field, you know, real simple. And I would add scarecrows if we weren't limited to having only 16 armor stands per world, which is pretty ridiculous if you ask me. If you hear fire, that's okay because fire spreads is off, so the blacksmith should not be burning down. I'll show you that next. Or maybe, yeah, anyways, now we're on to the church. I have these brown crosses on the outside instead of up here. Still got the bell tower, and like I say, I added a lot of stone brick and a lot of other details. We don't have windows here anymore. Like I say, we got these wooden crosses here. Now, I kept the roof spruce on this because I figured that's what they would change if this was a Taiga village. And I have a bunch of stone brick here, but I had the same, like, stained glass window design. Now, he only added, like some countertops here, but in this one I added like a donation box, and over here I added a cauldron. The donation because, like, I guess that's where they pick up indulgences, and this is where they do the baptisms. It's the water that the bishop of this region would have deemed holy because this is based on a Catholic church. And like I say, Catholicism was the main religion back in these days. I had the spruce stair pews, and I used end rods as a part of the chandelier. We got end rods as candles back here. We have an enchantment table on top of the altar, which I don't know if other churches are like this, but all the churches I've been to, like, they have the altar up here, or they call it a podium, actually, that holds the book, the Bible on it, and the little stage here. I'm a Southern Baptist, so that's just what I know, but anyways. Up here, we just have, we still have the balcony. It's a little bit more spacious, which I like to think the balcony is where, like, say a member of the royal family of this region would want to come up here to worship. This is where they would go. Anyways, and I didn't put the door here, and it looks like a cross, sort of. Just a cool idea. The bell is in this tower still, and I changed some blocks to stone brick up there just to make it look cooler. So, yeah, that's the church. Next up, I'm going to show you the well. This is pretty much the same as his, but like I say, I just changed block colors up. Got a bucket there with water in it. Got some water down there. I changed the wood to spruce and added some stone bricks. Here's a little mound, I guess you'd call it, with a big flag on it. Now, a lot of people build their village flags, like, really angular and stuff, but it's kind of hard to tell what design's on it, so what kind of a design you have for it, so I just built it like this. And what you're going to notice is that everywhere there's, like, smoke, like whether it be coming out of the blacksmith or the chimneys, are all blowing in the same direction as the flag, because if it's all blowing in different directions, that sort of disobeys the laws of physics. But then again, Minecraft doesn't have to obey it, because, I mean, you're not going to get caved in if you're mining unless you accidentally strike into a room with unsupported gravel or whatever. Anyways, so this flag has a specific design for a reason. The red border signifies that I'm Republican, the white symbolizes purity, and the brown cross with the cyan cloth on it is supposed to be the cross that Jesus was crucified on, and the blue is supposed to be what he was wearing when he was crucified. So that shows that the state religion is Christianity here, which I honestly wouldn't mind, really. Now in here, pretty much the same. Only real difference is, I got stuck there, is that there's a potato garden down here. I think someone at my house just took a shower because I smell like body wash. Now here's the blacksmith. We got the furnace here, the forge, whatever you want to call it, some anvils, some cauldrons to cool your hot metals down in, some furnaces. In here we got a crafting table, some chests, a little table and chair. Up here we have a living area for the blacksmith and some more storage. Up here we just got a little area, whatever you want to call it. Whoa. Apparently you can jump on top of this cobblestone wall. Over here, just another house. another house there. Might change that to a new building, because he added a lot of new buildings to his village, so I might add some new ones when later on. This is a potato garden, like I say. Another hut with a carrot garden. Or no, this one is a beet garden, actually, because that one over here was potatoes. That single field is wheat, and this one is carrots. So those are actually beets. And we have a little dock area here, just a simple, like, fishing dock with a few spruce boats here. I'm glad they finally updated the boats, because it was really hard to get around and stuff, so with the boats, and they broke easy. The only problem is you can't use boats anymore as a way to, like, if you dig out of a cave and you're in the bottom of the ocean, I don't think you can place a boat to suddenly rise anymore, because, like, if a boat accidentally gets pushed down when you're in a river by a waterfall, it will stay down there unless you break it. Yeah, it's something to take note of. And last thing I'm going to show you in this episode is, in this video, is this is an arching tower. Now, I'm going to expand this village, and I'm going to maybe move this over a little bit, and I might get rid of that house and put, like, a storage building here. Or no, I won't put a storage building here. Here, I think I'll put a school, maybe, for the baby villagers. I might move the blacksmith over here. The blacksmith and the butcher shop are probably going to go over here with a few more buildings, like maybe a few watchtowers, you know, all that jazz. Anyways, let's go back here. Didn't mean to get distracted. So in here we have bows and arrows for the archers, and we have like a big lookout around here. We can overlook over here at the ocean. Excuse me. And pizza rolls, wow. If you heard that, I just farted. I had coffee earlier. Okay, excuse me. I finally drank coffee, and I think I might be getting the freaking runs, or whatever you call it. Sorry about that. Whew, smells like something died. Good thing the AC just turned on. Anyways, that's just about everything I want to show you. One thing I do want to take note of in this world is that I have a little ice bridge here, which I just used as a, like a thing for boats, because boats go, like, ultra mega fast if they slide on ice. And this village got messed up. This well here is almost certainly a part of this village. Like, I forgot to turn, overwrite world edges on. So that's why looks like there's a big river separating these two parts of the world. And that's why half of this house got cut off. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you later.